What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the title's going out. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me. Please, y'all see it in the title. Let me tell y'all something. Before we get in this video, I definitely want to say that the person that Jasmine Crockett is absolutely disgusting. I'm not saying that just to have like pure hate towards somebody. I feel like a lot of people just think, especially people that like Jasmine Crockett that's in my comments. Believe it or not, there are people that's in my comments all the time that tries to defend Jasmine Crockett, that loves Jasmine Crockett, that supports her. But at the same time, people have to realize, and like I said, I'm not doing this based off of because, I don't like it because everybody else do. It's literally because of things that she says, the way that she carries herself, the things, and I don't understand how so many people support that. Not to mention, still today, I don't know what Jasmine Crockett has done. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm gonna show y'all more videos. Obviously on this topic. As far as people that's actually in Texas that's seeing it for themselves, as well as not only, and y'all know I'm not in with all the race stuff, but there are so many black people that absolutely are starting to realize who she really is, and realize too that the Democratic Party obviously isn't right. But you got here, this Christian Maxwell for Congress posted this. Jasmine Crockett admits of tricking black people into voting for her by claiming to be a Democrat, knowing they wouldn't if they knew she was a progressive. So let's check it out.
If you want to know what Jasmine Crockett thinks of the elderly voters in her district, watch this clip.
So in certain words don't necessarily like work, but my policies work. Mm-hmm. So we will focus on my policies, but I don't know how they'll feel about certain words, right? So if I'll be going around and knocking on a door and saying, I'm a progressive, probably not. No. They actually love to hear that I'm a Democrat. That's right. What they want to hear. They want to hear that I'm a Democrat. And it's really
sad, bro.
It's really kind of I would say an age thing, so to speak, right? Like It's a generational thing. Voters are going to be older African Americans. They don't know nothing about what a progressive is. They know what a Democrat is, and that's what they want to hear. And so I tell them I'm a Democrat, which I am, and then I talk to them about the work that I think is important. And those things are actually progressive things, right? I'm going to run as Jasmine, who's a Democrat, and I'll talk to you about my policies.
Okay, look, let's start here first. Regardless of what you tell people you are, whether she's talking about a Democrat, whether she's talking about a Republican, whether anybody that's going out, progressive, this, that, and other, I feel like it's one thing of explaining, especially when people don't understand, and that they don't understand, of explaining what it is, because I have come across a lot of people. Like I said, there are YouTubers. I don't know if they have started the YouTube yet, but I know of YouTuber. There's and I don't want to say their name yet because I don't know how they feel. I'm a share their video once they put it out. But it's a group of YouTubers that I talk to. It's two. I ain't gonna go no further than that. But it's two individuals that obviously, I'm not gonna say are Democrats, but raised around Democrats and raised, I'm pretty sure, by a Democrat, if that makes sense. Just like myself. I was raised by Democrats, still being, technically, my parents are still Democrats. Me personally, y'all know how I rock. But anyways, we ain't getting into me. But regardless, when I talk to people and I let them know, I don't just push on the people. Okay, yeah, it's straight. I'm talking. I'm conservative. I'm a conservative. I'm this. I'm that. You should be this. You should do this. I'm not about to sit there and put it on people like that. How I tell people is I let people know so what do you, what I don't really ask them, what are you? But I try to get to know people, and they let me know I don't know nothing about this. And I'm like, okay, well, if you don't know nothing about this, you kind of how like I started, I was, independent. I didn't know anything about anything. And then I watched videos and see, so they, okay, yeah, we're going to check that out. And I love that because people, you try to teach people in a way. You send them videos, you send them, different things on the truth about this, the truth about that, and they try to realize that. In her case, what Jasmine Crockett is doing is basically just, telling people, all they know is Democrat, 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 Democrat. A lot of Democrats don't do nothing but push that onto you. And when they push that onto you, there's a lot of people that don't know really what's going on at all in the politics. All they know is, we got a person, we got Jasmine Crockett that acts ghetto, that do ghetto things. They got these long eyelashes, long nails, that talks ghetto, and she's the right person for us. She's the right person for us because she's like us. She understands us, knowing they don't know this, but us knowing that she don't care about them, and on top of that, she can't compare to them. She didn't come from that. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things, but they're just looking at the simple fact of how they're looking at her, how she's talking, what she's wearing, how she's carrying herself, and then that's how she's reeling people in. And it's not right. That's why people like myself, I try my best to spread this knowledge to a lot of people. I try my best to. This is at the 1776. There's some cussing in this video, so I do have to block out some words. So just bear with me if y'all see me looking down. It's literally me editing while I'm doing this video. I know that sounds bad, but I literally have to write down these cuss words just so I can knock them out of this. But what she said is definitely truthful. Check it out.
So you mean to tell me that just because I disagree with Jasmine Crockett, I should run for Congress? I have no intention and no desire to run for Congress. But what I do have the desire for is to talk about that Jasmine Crockett spews every time she gets in front of a mic or a podium. It's 2025, and I'm quite shocked that you actually still believe in this woman. You know she's a pawn, right? Okay, she panders to the low, impoverished, black Democratic vote. Duh. You agree with her because you still have a lack mindset. Man, so we ain't never had nothing. We need this woman. She fighting for us. Us black folks ain't got nothing. What has she done for her ministry?
See what I mean?
What has she done as a congresswoman but stall? And don't get done. And interrupt and don't let shit done.
Exactly.
Like, you want to follow behind this? Talk to the people in our community.
I'm telling y'all. And I feel like this is like the realest. This is like one of the realest posts. It's one of the realest posts because, I mean, it's true. Listen to the last part.
Follow behind this. Talk to the people in our Like, you want to follow behind this? Talk to the people in our community.
I keep on telling people that people aren't understanding that Jasmine Crockett is all for money and votes to keep her where she's at in life. That like literally, she don't care about the people. She don't care about the people in her district. She don't care about none of that. I'm telling y'all. And we know that y'all know that. Like, I know that y'all know that. But there's people out here that really don't know that. It's people out here that literally thinks, okay, well, she can relate to what we got going on. Jasmine Crockett is a millionaire. Good schools, great family. It's all an act. It's all an act. I'm telling y'all, this right here is Jasmine Crockett literally explaining for herself on why she came in last place. Check it out.
I went through the first leg of this race today, and there have been recent questions about something that just wasn't true, because I'm always loud and proud about everything that I have to say. But it did cause me some issues for sure. So I placed last in the recommendation from steering and policy. And so with that, I am not going to caucus for a vote tomorrow. And, you know, those that have decided that they want to stay in the race to pursue the position, I am going to gracefully bow out because it just kind of is what it is, right? Like it just is what it is. And so
one thing about it is that people in the Democratic Party don't even like Jasmine Crockett. I've said this many times. She's even said it herself. Booker, even. I'm pretty sure. Booker, I'm pretty sure that's his name. He had pulled her to the side and basically told her that she needs to calm down. She needs to chill out. She needs to. And I'm telling you, a lot of this is mainly because of the people. She sees that a lot of people are enjoying the way that she talks, the way they're enjoying the way that they hyping her up. Trust and believe, they're YouTubers, they're people that support her that literally hypes her up based off of the fact of how she acts. Based on the fact that how she acts, and I'm telling y'all, it's not right, it's not cool, and y'all heard it. She bow out. But since that has happened, what this video is clearly about, if y'all don't know, Jasmine Crockett has gone at Trump multiple times. Trump has said something in return, and Jasmine Crockett, obviously returns in. He needs to focus on this. Why are you focused on little old me, this, that, and the other? But, she can run her mouth. So, mind you, that didn't work for her. So, obviously, she took a different route and went after Melania Trump during the House hearing and continue even after. But I want y'all to check this out of what she said for people that hasn't
as to why my Republican colleagues aren't talking about the lack of integrity when it comes to the president's family's visas. Let me remind y'all that Melania, the First Lady, a model, and when I say model, I'm not talking about Tyra Banks, Cindy Crawford, or Naomi Campbell level, applied for and was given an EB-1 visa. And what that stands for is an Einstein visa. Now, y'all that don't know, let me tell you how you receive an Einstein visa. You're supposed to have some sort of significant achievement, like being awarded a Nobel Peace Prize or a Pulitzer, being an Olympic medalist, or having other sustained extraordinary abilities and success in sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. Last time I checked, the First Lady had none of those accolades under her belt. It doesn't take an Einstein to see that the math ain't mathin' here.
But I also want to defend Melania.
So,
real quick, not everybody could marry Donald Trump, and I think that's quite an achievement.
So
sure right, I couldn't do it.
One thing about it is that you have Jasmine Crockett going after, obviously, the First Lady, and I feel like she's trying to do everything possible to try to get up under, the president's skin. Trying to not literally YouTube. I have to say not literally YouTube so much, bro. I'm literally going through something right now, but with YouTube. But when I say that a lot of this is because of how much she can't really get what she wants, and things aren't going as planned for her. And trust and believe, I don't wish bad on nobody, but at the same time, when you have somebody so negative like Jasmine Crockett, so nasty, so disrespectful, it's not really much going for you. I mean, she's trying to go after Melania Trump. Obviously, they're not gonna go for it. And I to be honest, a person like her, we just watched a video of her saying that she came in last place and she bowing out, this, that, and the other. I wouldn't even respond. You got Terrence K. Williams. I'm going to read a couple paragraphs for y'all. He says, Jasmine Crockett had the audacity to question Melania Trump's citizenship. Please, Melania legally came to this country, built a career, spoke multiple languages, and rose to First Lady without screaming, race baiting, or embarrassing the entire nation on live TV. That right there, I'm not even going to lie. Terrence K. Williams, that's Terrence K. Williams that said that I said his name right? Terrence K., I'm not even going to lie. I would have just left it. I just left it right there. That's literally that small paragraph tell you everything you need to know about a person. It tells you everything you need to know about a person. Right there. But I'm going to read the second paragraph. Meanwhile, Jasmine Crockett shows up to Congress looking like she just left a rap video audition. Eyelashes so long they block her common sense. And wigs louder than her arguments. I ain't going to lie. Is Terrence K a comedian or something? Let me look at I'm gonna read this last. She doesn't legislate. She turns every hearing into a low rent TikTok tantrum. I'm not gonna lie. I think bro is a comedian. Had to be just the way he said that. I ain't gonna lie. But when I tell y'all that this is the realest, and no disrespect, when I said that, he could have just said this first paragraph, but it literally just tells you everything. Literally said Melania legally came to this country, built a career, spoke multiple languages, and rose to first lady without screaming or race baiting or embarrassing the entire nation on live TV. I mean, I feel like that's as real as it gets. Honestly, I feel like that's as real as it gets. When you have somebody like Jasmine Crockett, I don't see her. Like I said, I don't wish bad on nobody. I just don't see her going any further than where she's at right now. I'm just saying. But y'all have it here. This last video of today got Americans are tripping tripping Jasmine Crockett, basically for going after Melania Trump. Check it out.
So the breaking news is Jasmine Crockett thinks that she's trying to go at Melania Trump, calling her, she's not fit to be the first lady. Joe Biden's wife was definitely not fit to be the first lady. And it's funny how it's always the black people in Congress that want to talk so much when they should be shutting up and going to eat some chicken. They shouldn't even be in Congress. It's so irritating to see Jasmine Crockett mention the first lady. She is beautiful and she's way ahead of you in all single categories. Girl, you got a wig.
Bro said chicken. I'm sick. He
Girl,
said
you got
chicken.
A wig every day. Take the wig off.
Take the wig
Jasmine
off.
Crockett. She has some nerve to be trying to bait Trump to say anything about her, which he probably will because Trump is a G, and you're talking about his wife. But Melania Trump, she's probably not going to do much. She don't need to. Her man's the president.
Exactly.
So instead of trying to go at Trump's first lady.
Exactly. Hold on. Let me play that again. I can't play the curse word. Let me play that again, though.
She don't need to. Her man's the president. So instead of trying to go at Trump's first lady or Trump's wife, how about you just talk about Trump? Oh, you're not winning that, are you, Jasmine Crockett?
What I tell y'all?
All you want to do is dance to Kendrick Lamar songs like you shouldn't be in Congress. Off. Jasmine Crockett, I can't believe I saw that. Breaking news, Jasmine Crockett is trying to take insults to Melania Trump because she's such a with a lot of wigs. Out of here.
Mind y'all know for a fact that I'm not. Y'all know I'm not for the black or white. But I'm just saying there are a lot of black people that are literally outraged at Jasmine Crockett on the way that she's acting, the way that she's doing things, and people are starting to wake up and realizing on how she's treating a lot of things. I'm telling y'all. Definitely hit the like button, hit that subscribe, but definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Comment down below y'all thoughts. Catch y'all next one.